Alright, well, I am here with a very famous guy from, well, not the StarCraft community originally, but the Command and Conquer community. It is none other than Apollo from the team Dignitas. How you doing, buddy?
I'm really good, man. How are you?
I'm great. You haven't been in Korea for about a year.
I know, man.
Not a lot of people. Yeah, not a lot of people really know who you are. Mostly the StarCraft people I'm talking about from Team Liquid and whatnot.
A couple of nerds that came out here know who I am.
Yeah.
I mean, the majority don't. Not yet, anyway.
But you are the Command and Conquer 3 World Champion.
That's right.
You're British.
That's
so
also
a British RTS player.
That's not many of us, man. There's like three of us.
Three
in
of
total.
us. Three in total. That's
like
it.
me, Midi, and the Muslim. Don't know.
Yeah, the other ones do not count. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. You're playing StarCraft 2 now, huh?
Yeah, I've been playing since basically day one. I've been playing every day. Started off playing Terran and then switched to Zerg later on in the beta. But yeah, I'm here in Korea practicing pretty much every day, playing on the Asian server. I'm looking forward to owning some nerds in a couple of tournaments.
What made you decide to come to Korea?
Well, obviously Korea, the server, like many people argue that it's not as high skilled as many people think, but I actually think it is. It's actually really good. So coming here to play with Asian players is awesome. And then obviously I get to come here and come to PC Bang, just play with you and Nick. And we can discuss things, bounce ideas off each other. It's just a lot better than being at home stuck in my bedroom, like posting on a forum, like, hey, what do you think of this? Like waiting an hour for a reply. So it's just really convenient, and it's really awesome to be here as well. Just because of the culture like revolves around StarCraft. It's amazing.
So you just got in like a couple days ago, really. I'm wondering, have you played a lot of the Koreans yet?
I've not Korean specifically. I mean, I haven't played any of the top ones like Spunky and Tester and such. I mean, I've played the randoms on the ladder, and I don't really know who's who. But I'm actually me and Nick were talking to Spunky the other night on MSN, and we actually got invited to go around and play with Spunky and his guys, the Wind and all them.
Yeah, they're the best players in Korea.
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool to do.
Definitely, that should be a lot of fun. I think I'll tag along with you guys.
Oh, you want to come?
Yeah, man. Bring the camera down. It'll be a great time.
Yeah.
So, how'd you get out to Korea?
Well, actually, I play for the team Dignitas in Europe, and their sponsors, Intel and Alienware, have been so supportive, and they really want to get into the StarCraft 2 and just to follow the general scene. And I told them, I'm really close friends with, yourself and Tasteless. Let me go to Korea, and I'll give you guys some content. You let me play on the server, the Asian servers, and I'll be really good. And they were like really interested, and so they were happy to send me here, which is really good of them.
Excellent. So we're gonna have another content producer in Korea aside from myself. That's pretty exciting.
I won't steal your job, I swear.
It's okay. What site can we go to see this content?
Well, the site's mostly going to be on the Intel European website. That's where the majority of the content's going to be, and then there'll be stuff like this on StarCraft for All.
Yeah.
And just on the team website, which is teamdignitas.org. But yeah, the majority of the content's going to be on the Intel European website.
Excellent. Well, let's talk about StarCraft 2 a little bit here. Now, you said you start out as Terran, and you've switched to Zerg more recently. Why is that?
Well, coming from a CNC background, my mechanics are just not as good. It's just that's what you expect when you come from a newbie game to a real man's game. So yeah, my mechanics weren't as good, so I was finding it really hard. In the beginning of the beta, because there weren't that many people and everything was really new, I was doing really good. I was doing well in tournaments. But then as the game matured, I was starting to fall behind with Terran.
Yep.
Because just my mechanics and macro just weren't up there. And then I started playing Zerg, and I was like, man, I'm actually can macro really well with this. I mean, it just suited me. And because the biggest thing that I do when I play is I don't hotkey structures or anything like that. And you must think, what is going on? Right?
God.
I know.
Get the newbie away from me.
I know, God, so I'm feeling real bad. But when I play Zerg, I automatically hotkey all my hatches, so it's like I make units like I would if I had my structures hotkeyed.
Yeah.
So I'm really fast when I play Zerg, so that's my strength, and that's what I'm trying to adapt into.
Wow, well, that's quite interesting actually that it was a hotkey issue, because I was going to say Zerg actually, mechanics-wise is not really easier than Terran. They're pretty similar actually in StarCraft 2.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, because when I was playing Terran, I kept going back to my base and then macro normally like I would do in StarCraft. I wasn't using multiple buildings and one hotkey and stuff, so like I said, I was just falling behind. But then when I played Zerg, I started obviously went behind because I had to play a new race.
Yeah.
But then when I got into the race, I started flying back up again. So
Now, do you think you'll keep playing both races? Maybe try out some Protoss later?
well, I've actually been playing random and playing Terran and Protoss. It's just so I can get a feel about all the matchups and just understanding timings, because that's what you can understand a lot better when you play random. Is you know everything. You know what's weak against what, when to do this. And it just gives me. I'm not necessarily looking to be the best Protoss in the world, the best Terran, but it just makes me understand what I need to do, and so that's really helpful for my game.
Yeah, that's actually really smart. You know, this is still the beta, and some people are actually almost taking it too far, not learning the other races. I think it's a really important thing that's going to make you a lot stronger when the game actually comes out. So, what are some of your favorite things about the Zerg race, aside from the fact that, you know, it fits your style for hockey's a little bit more? Is there another stylistic thing about them that you like maybe the massing of units, the flying units? What is it?
So many people on the forums and stuff argue against how you and Idra play personally, and you guys play this macro solid build. Like, you throw anything at me, I'm gonna adapt around it and then beat you anyway.
Yeah.
And I like that style. I feel that Terran and Protoss are more creative, and you have to think of this, new cool stuff, new strategies and stuff. And Zerg's just a more solid game, and that's what I think I have. I mean, I may not be extremely smart and make all these creative builds up, but I know I can play really, really solid, and so I think that's where Zerg's strengths really lie. I don't know if you agree with that statement.
No, I totally do. I think that, the games that Idra and I win with Zerg, we're actually winning with RTS knowledge. Not specifically the Zerg race, but more like, okay, this race is going to allow me to use my RTS knowledge of when to expand, when to defend.
Because the beta's so early, there's a lot of people getting wins because they know something someone else doesn't.
Yeah.
And in tournaments and stuff, there's a lot of surprises. But I feel with Zerg, if you build up this bucket of water and you keep adding to it with different strategies and builds, you're just going to have this full bucket of water where you just can't be beaten. And I think that's where the future with StarCraft 2 is going to be. It's going to be
an interesting metaphor.
I was like, buckets of water.
My bucket of water is half full. Yeah. It's the optimistic side of me. All right. What do you think about Terran? Because you played that a lot. So I know you just said that it's a little bit more creative, but as the race plays out, do you think that maybe they rely too much on Marauder? What do you think that mech is becoming a little bit too powerful?
I think I switched races at the wrong time. I was playing Terran from the beginning. It was really difficult against good Zergs and good Processes, and then all of a sudden, Terran are like really strong. I'm like, damn, why didn't I stick with them? But yeah, the mech is really strong against Zerg right now. I mean, up-to-date balance updates. I'd say like when a good player plays Terran mech against a Zerg player, it's like almost unstoppable. Because there's you have a couple of timing windows which are almost non-existent, and it's really difficult, especially when they get to all the upgrades start coming up. They grab a third, and it's like you cannot get through to them.
You just can't bust them.
It's like you haven't got defiles like you have in Brood War and stuff, so they can just camp and bunker up, and it's like, god damn.
Quite true, quite true. Well, what are your goals for the future here? Are you going to re-enter the pro gaming scene? Because not a lot of people know you actually won a boatload of money off of Command & Conquer 3, so you've shown that you can actually compete where there's a lot of money on the line. Are you going to try to do that in StarCraft 2 as well?
Well, yeah, that's the plans. I mean, I won a gold medal in the World Cyber Games in 2007 in Seattle, and that was a great experience, and it gave me a lot of experience and confidence about just playing in general. That's what I want to try and do with StarCraft 2 as well. I mean, it's going to be hard because I didn't come from a Brood War or Warcraft 3 experience or background, so it's kind of a bit difficult, but I'm pretty confident that I can catch up and overtake a lot of the players in the scene. So, I mean, I'm going to be here in Korea for the next 2 months, which is an awesome, really long time. That's really good. So I'm going to play really hard and practice so strongly. I'm going to be so good. But yeah, man, hopefully I'm going to come back to Korea as well. Just producing content for the Intel and the European scene, just letting people outside Korea see what it's really like in Korea, whilst playing with you guys and entering as many tournaments as I can.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you much for the interview. Good luck to you. I'm sure that we're going to see plenty more footage of you both from yourself and me in the future.
Yeah, man. Nice. Thank you.